Welcome to the second section on input and output in C. In the previous section, we learned about the input operations in C and got a hang of the output operations possible. In this module, we will learn about the standard output operations in detail. Other than the standard input and output library or stdio that comes with all C compilers, we will also briefly discuss one library called console input output or Conio library that is provided with the Turbo C development system. This library extends the functions provided in stdio to include screen management operations for text based output. Character output. In the last section, we saw how putchar function is used. It is the fundamental output mechanism in C. The prototype is int putchar int. It takes one integer argument and outputs the corresponding character on the standard output device, that is the monitor by default. This function also returns an integer value. This return value is used to test whether the output was successful or not. If the output was successful, then putchar returns the character that was displayed. If there was an error during the output, then putchar returns the end of file or EOF character, that is -1 on most of the systems. Formatted output using printf. In many programs, we need to output numbers, character strings and many other kinds of data. Such output is called formatted output, and we have already come across a powerful function that handles such outputs. It is called printf. Let us see an example. Int a equal to 100, printf a equal to %d/n, a. We have seen this kind of output statements before. Here, the percentage symbol tells the program that we are not trying to display the character string as it is, as we do in a statement like printf hello world. Percentage is a special character that marks the start of a variable. Here, we have the character d following the percentage sign, which tells the program to get a decimal value and print it on the screen. This decimal value is available as the next parameter to the printf function. In this case, it is the value of the integer a. In the first parameter, we have a /n after the d, which means the display cursor should go to the new line and come to the beginning of that line. We get a equal to 100 at the screen and the cursor goes to the beginning of the next line. Note that the characters between the quotation marks in the first parameter define the pattern or format in which the data is to be output by the statement. After the pattern, there is a comma followed by the variable name that appears as the second parameter. Printf converts this integer into decimal format before displaying it. It is possible to have more %d's in the first parameter, indicating that there are more than one values to be printed. In that case, the function would expect more parameters so that it gets all the values to be printed. For example, the program segment int a equal to 100, b equal to 25, printf a is %d and b is %d/n, a, b displays a is 100 and b is 25 on the screen, and the cursor goes to the next line. It is important that the number of field descriptors and the number of variable definitions must be the same and the types should match. Some other valid characters that can follow a percentage sign in the first parameter are O for octal notation, X for hexadecimal, U for unsigned, C for character, S for string and F for floating point notation. For example, the statements int a equal to 100, printf a in octal notation is %o/n, a cause the program to display a in octal notation is 144 on the monitor, because 144 is the octal notation of the number 100. Similarly, int a a equal to 100, printf a in hexadecimal notation is %x/n, a prints a in hexadecimal notation is 64. Note that 100 is 6 times 16 plus 4. Char c int a c equal to get char scanf %d, ampersand a, printf c is %c and a is %d/n, a, c. This prints c is space the value of character c read from the keyboard space and a is space followed by the value of integer a that the program reads in from the keyboard. Char name 100 int marks scanf %s %d, name, ampersand marks, printf name colon %s, marks colon %d/n, name, marks, prints the name that is a character string without any space in between and the corresponding marks that is an integer that is input using the scanf statement from the keyboard. For example, if the user entered the name Vijay and the number 98, we get name colon Vijay, marks colon 98 on the computer's display. Between the percentage sign and this character that denotes in what notation the variable should be displayed, we can have one of the following fields if necessary. A minus indicates that it needs to be left justified, a number specifying the minimum field width and another number following a decimal to specify the number of fractional digits to display for a floating point number. Here are some more examples. Float num equal to 3.1415, printf num is %f/n, num. This prints num is 3.1415 on the computer screen. Printf num is space %12f/n, num. Here the display uses a field width of 12 for the field num. By default, the display is right justified. It means that it prints num is followed by some blank spaces and then the number 3.1415, so that the total width used up by the variable num is 12 characters. Printf num is %12.3f/n, num. This prints only the first 3 decimal places, that is num is, then blank spaces, then 3.141. Printf num is %-12.5f space end, prints 5 decimal points and left justifies the number. It prints num is, then the number 3.14150 and then blanks to fill the width of 12 and then the word end followed by a line break. %f can be used for float, that is a floating point number, as well as double or double precision floating point number types of data. See one example. Double num1 equal to 3.1414967884, printf num is %f/n, num1. Printing character strings. The printf can also be used to output character strings. %s is used to denote a string variable. The following statements indicate the different forms of output possible when the printf function is used with character strings. Here also we can use the minus sign as well as numbers between the % symbol and s in order to specify how the string variable should get displayed. The usage is similar to the usage in printing the floating point numbers. For example, if the string variable line was assigned the value Indian democracy with a space in between, it can be displayed in various ways as follows. Printf begin space %s space end, line, prints begin space Indian democracy space end. The statement printf begin %10s space end comma line also prints the same begin space Indian space democracy space end. This is because the width field makes sense only when the width is more than the actual width of the string variable. Here the string is more than 10 characters long. So, applying a width of 10 does not make sense for this field, but if we write printf begin %.10s end comma line, it prints begin space Indian space dem space end. The number after the decimal point is an indication that the string should be truncated to that many characters if the length is more than that number. If this number is more than the length of the string, it does not do anything. For example, printf begin space %.20s space end comma line displays begin space Indian space democracy space end because the string length is more than 20. In contrast to this, the number before the decimal starts making sense when it is more than the actual length of the string. This width field is particularly useful when we are printing the contents of a table. Printf begin space %20s space end comma line prints begin some spaces Indian democracy single space end, so that the string field is of width 20 characters. A minus can be used to left justify this display. For example, printf begin %-20s end comma line prints begin Indian democracy then some spaces then end. Here also the string field is of width 20 characters, but the string is left justified. We can also use both the numbers together as we did with the floating point numbers. Printf begin space %20.10s space end comma line prints begin spaces Indian space dem space end. Similarly, printf begin space %-20.10s space end comma line prints begin space Indian space dem then some spaces to fill the width of 20 space end. Note that the printf function uses its first argument to decide how many arguments follow and what their types are. The program will not behave as expected if the actual number of arguments is less than what is expected or if they are of wrong type. Internal data formatting. There are times when we are not really interacting with the outside world, but some input output functions will come in handy in manipulating data internally. sprintf and scanf are two functions that help us in such situations. The function sprintf acts just like a normal printf function, except that instead of printing the text output to a device, it prints the formatted text output to a character string in memory. Similarly, scanf reads from an address in the computer's memory. See this example for an illustration. Void main int num1, num2, num3, num4 char line 80, num1 equal to 74, num2 equal to 18, sprintf line %d space %d slash n comma num1 num2 printf %s comma line that prints 74 space 18, scanf line comma %d space %d comma ampersand num3 comma ampersand num4 printf num3 is %d and num4 is %d slash n comma num3 comma num4. First we declared 4 variables, then assigned values to num1 and num2. sprintf behaves like a normal printf, but keeps the formatted output in the string line instead of displaying it on the standard output. scanf reads from the string variable line that is still in the computer's memory, just like reading from the keyboard input, and assigns values to num3 and num4. It is possible to read data from an input device using any of the standard functions and then do a format conversion in memory using these functions. Standard error output. Sometimes we may want to redirect the output from a standard output device to a file. However, you may still want the error messages to appear on the monitor. We now see an example that shows how to achieve this. Hash include stdio.h void main printf message for the standard output /n fprintf stderr comma message for the error device /n. The program consists of two output statements, one to the standard output device and the other to the standard error device. The message to the standard error device is output with the function fprintf and includes the device name stderr as the first argument. We will see the function fprintf in detail in a later section on file operations. If we compile and run this program, it prints both the lines of output on the monitor because it doubles up as standard output device as well as the standard error device. But if we run the program again, this time redirecting the output to a file named out file, that is program greater than out file. This time it prints only one line of output to the standard error device, that is the monitor, and it creates the file named out file containing the other line, the line meant for the standard output device. PutS function. We can use the function putS to output a line of text on the screen. Like getS, putS also has the potential danger that it could corrupt the memory and it could even lead to a crash. It is safer to use putchar in a loop instead. Other input output libraries. The user experience is important if we are designing a commercial software. As we mentioned in the beginning, the ANSI standard for C does not define any text, screen or graphics functions, mainly because the hardware environments are not standard. However, Turbo C provides extensive screen and graphics support libraries for the PC environment. The use of these libraries or other third-party library systems can enhance the user interface created by programmers. Because the libraries are not standard, the program that makes use of them are not portable to other platforms. The prototypes and header information for the text screen handling functions are stored in the conio.h file, and the prototypes and related information for the graphics systems are held in the graphics.h file in Turbo C. Some functions in conio.h. We will briefly discuss some functions available in Conio or console input output library that helps to improve the standard output produced by C programs. As we mentioned, these functions are not standard and hence they are supported only in the Turbo C environment. Also, because these functions are not built on top of the input and output functions provided by the standard library, it will not work as expected if we try to redirect the input from a file instead of from a keyboard, or if we redirect the output to a file instead of the monitor. The function CLR-EOL does not take any arguments and it clears the screen from the current cursor position to the end of the line in the active test window. The cursor position remains unchanged. This function does not return any value. CLR-SCR is another commonly used function. It does not take any arguments and clears the entire active text window and locates the cursor in the upper left corner. The color of the window is set to the current text background color. The del line function deletes the line in the active window that contains the cursor. All lines below the deleted line are moved up to fill the gap and a blank line is inserted at the bottom of the window. getText is an input function. The prototype is int getText int void star. The first four parameters are the left, top, right and bottom coordinates of a rectangle respectively. This function copies the text from this rectangle into the buffer pointed to by fifth parameter. The coordinates are absolute screen coordinates, not the window coordinates. The function returns a 1 if the action was successful, 0 on failure. Go to xy is a function that takes two integer parameters x and y and sends the text screen cursor to the locations specified by xy. If either or both of the coordinates are invalid, it does not do anything. This function does not return any value. Text background and text color are two functions that take a color number as input. The first function sets the text background color and text color sets the text color of a text screen. For more functions available in Conio.h, you should refer to a documentation of the Conio library. Let us summarize what we learned in this section. We learned how to convert data values to formatted text output for different data types. Then we understood the significance of standard error output and learned how to redirect some output to the standard error and some output to the standard output. At last, we got a basic understanding of Conio library available with Turbo C environment. I will give you a couple of exercise questions. 1. Write a program that formats a floating point number into a string that contains the number in a currency format. For example, the number 23456.78 should be converted into the string $23,456.78. 2. Use the scanf function to convert a date in the form of dd/mm/yy into the respective integers representing day, month and year. 3. Consider the following two statements, printf s and printf %s, s. If s is a character string, are these two statements equivalent? If not, in what cases do they give different outputs and why? And next, assume that a variable num contains the number 2.17165. Find out what will be the output of the following statements, printf begin space %f space end comma num, printf begin space %10f space end comma num, printf begin space %.10f space end comma num, printf begin space %.20f space end comma num, printf begin space %20.4f space end comma num, printf begin space %-20.7f space end comma num. Here are a couple of references: B.W. Kernighan and D.M. Ritchie, The C Programming Language, Yashwant Kanetkar, Let Us See, and Turbo C documentation. Hope you have followed this section clearly. Let us meet in another section with another topic in C. Till then, bye.